All right. Well, welcome to RWU podcast, the only podcast that has a laminated N-word pass. My name is Hindsight. These are my co-hosts, Cobalts, Luca, Qian, or I'm sorry, how do I say it again? The
It's
Chinese name?
Qian.
Qian, and MrDefault is our guest.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
All right. Well, let's get this show on the road. What is the first topic today, Cobalt?
The first topic is about I forget his name now. It's James, the kid that has a mom that's trying to force him to undergo gender reassignment to become a woman, and his father, they're divorced, and his father is trying to prevent that from happening because he's like 6 or 7 years old. I forget the age, but he's young.
Yeah, that's some heavy stuff. Really brings down my Christmas spirit, but let's get into it then. Can we pull up the article?
There's the site, I believe.
All right. So yes, who would like to read it? I guess I don't know. I might as well. Dear friends, some of you are aware that never mind. Fuck that. I'm not actually gonna read all that. So we have it in the comments. You can click on that shit. Read it yourself. So yes, he is apparently barred from sharing religious teachings on sexuality or gender, and has been accused of abusing his son for calling him a boy. You can imagine this could be very, very, very confusing for a child, and extremely disheartening for the father in question, James.
Um,
Oh, damn, guys, not everybody at once. Like, come on.
the court actually agreed on the mother, which is kind of really sad.
Oh, that's
It's
fucked
in
up.
Texas too.
Why though? You think
I
this
don't
would be
know why.
anywhere else?
I'll tell you
It's
why.
Texas.
'Cause,
No, I think Texas is secretly a blue state.
well, this is kind of known. I mean, they're on the verge of becoming a swing state. They're going to be Democrat in about 10 years.
So do I just have to walk up to like any Texan, just go Bluebird, and suddenly they want to go full Hillary?
Depends on where you're at. I mean, they got a lot of
Yeah.
cities there, dude.
Well done.
Yeah, I mean, like ever since Silicon Valley moved into like Austin and started moving jobs out into Texas, like they've
that's
gone
why I moved out of
significantly blue.
Texas, to be honest, because I wanted to get away from those dirty, dirty Californians. Terrible people. Homes are filled with rape. Anyway. So yeah, he James, the kid, he is clearly being groomed to be this transgender thing.
Which is
I
forced
can't
upon her
think
mother.
When I was 6, my only concerns were, can I climb up this tree? How much did that hurt me when I fell out? And that's it. Like, there's no way in fucking hell any kid would be concerned with
Would even
gender
survive.
identity. That too. Because, like, you're pumping a child full of hormones, like, that his body would not naturally.
They haven't done yet. They haven't done that yet.
Well, I mean, even considering the option of doing that is kind of sickening. It's just wrong.
I
That's
mean,
why
they
you don't
basic-
at any point to leave, a mother just solely in charge of a child. This type of crap happens, and you do the same thing with the state. You shouldn't have either of them really in sole control of what happens with kids. I mean, it doesn't go well 90% of the time.
No, it does not.
I mean, it's also a very good chance for the mother at least to virtue signal about how cool and progressive she is, because after all, she's
No,
breaking down
no,
barriers,
hold on.
man.
Wait, no. Where would she get the idea of transitioning James? Where would she get the idea?
I have no clue, but I do know that neurotic white women are very vain, and that is a fact of life. Fellas, we gotta stop white women.
Women in general.
Specifically them, and upper middle class.
It's done more of like a cultural Marxist problem than a woman problem. If you want to
Mhm.
correct women, just be masculine. They go back in line.
Well, ideally, yeah. I mean, that which is true. Women tend to follow, and that's kind of where we're at right now, is because men are so passive and just have let them do whatever that they're easily perceptible to cultural Marxism.
Hey, Tito, they can't see us in the corner. Who's? Oh, there you go. Never mind. You fixed it. Good job. I applaud. Thank you, Slovenian friend. All right. So yeah, the link that was already put there, the Save James thing. Go ahead and click on that. You can give them any sort of support. I'm sure they would very much appreciate it, and you'd be doing a good thing objectively. Like, come on.
The best thing you would do for this scenario is I actually have the petition right here.
All right. Go ahead.
All right, Tito, would you mind putting it in the screen?
All right. Save 6-year-old James from chemical castration. That, powerful. Like, what the fuck? Like, that is not a sentence you should ever read. You know what I mean?
Whoa. I didn't know it was that far. I thought they were just trying to make him dress like a girl and stuff.
No.
Jeez. That is outrageous.
That is.
I mean, they're always gonna push the limits. Of
I
whatever
said they
can do.
wouldn't do it yet. I said she wouldn't do it yet. Yet.
Yes. That is the key word here.
How old is this kid again?
6.
6.
Jeez. Oh, okay. No.
Oh, fuck, man.
He's
I love
gonna.
how-
He's gonna be completely transition into a girl at 8.
That's insane.
Now,
You know what I
the thing
find
is
insane
like,
about
okay,
this?
so when you do something like that, that young, your sexual organs, they do not grow. They cannot. You will never ever be able to perform the dirty in your fucking life, no matter what. Even if you were like, oh, I'll have a hole and become a woman. No, you don't even have enough room to do that. You're just fucked for the rest of your life in every single way.
I mean, by age 8, you're not even able to consent, like, at all. So I don't get how this does not fall under that category
Who
of
the hell? Okay,
not being able to
remember when
consent.
kids were
Well, I mean-
considered not people? Like they cannot make decisions for themselves because they don't know what they want because they're fucking dumb. What happened to that mentality?
I don't know.
I'm gonna need another for this one. Fuck that.
Well, I mean, the kid's secondary to the goal. The goal is just constantly pushing cultural Marxism. It doesn't matter who they use.
Man. I really feel sorry for him.
On an individual case, it's miserable, but I mean, you look at how far this goes, and I mean, not even just in the whole forcing kids, you know, when they're 6 or whatever, just generally we see it a ton with people, a lot of times teenagers and stuff, when they have like a single mom or something, and they just let them do whatever, and even at that age, you don't know a whole lot still, and we see it happen
No.
a ton, and then they screw their lives up. I mean, like 60% of, I think it's actually higher than that, like in the 70s, a study said that transgenders regretted having gender reassignment surgery.
And what was it, like 40 or something percent? Just straight up suicide.
Yeah.
There's an actual documentary on that.
Yeah. Oh, we're the two brothers, right?
It was created by RT.
No, but you heard about that one, right? Where the two brothers, one of them had a botched circumcision, so the doctor decided to use this as an opportunity to experiment, and he was the one who came up with the concept of gender, and it's a huge story.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Oh man, it's coming back.
Yeah, and then he killed himself, and he wrote a book before he did it, but still, it was just awful all around. Don't let this happen, is what I will have to say to anyone viewing or watching this or hearing this. Bad stuff, real bad stuff.
We're going to move on to the French protest now.
Yes, let's listen. Let's go to the lighter news about the French protests killing each other. I don't like the French, but we'll go on with it.
Have you seen that picture? They got like 4 different photos of the protest, and it's got like anarchists in it. It's
I'm
got
gonna stop you right
nationalists.
there, Cobalt. I know nothing. Just assume that the viewers also know nothing as well. So take
Oh,
it
the
from
French
top.
protest. We talked about it last week, man.
Nope.
It's the French protest,
I was
basically.
barely conscious.
They are protesting really high gas prices that are a result of like an environmental tax. I mean, like a gallon of gas is like $7 or something, like super high. And it started like, 3 weeks ago or something now? A long time ago now. And they got hundreds of thousands of people out in the streets protesting. They're called the Yellow Jackets. They've been out there for a long time, still protesting. The protesters getting bigger, and now they're starting to protest more than just the gas. You have a lot of people that are protesting the migrants, and there's even like anarchists there. Even I heard some communists and stuff. Everyone's just trying to get in on the chaos, and so Macron's approval rating is like at a very, very low point right now, like 26% or something.
Ooh.
It's total chaos. And while I don't think the reasons itself for, protesting over gas when you have an invasion happening, I would think there's more important things to get out in the streets over. It's still going to definitely be a great issue for a right-wing populist to campaign on. The gas prices is a huge thing, and they have like 10% unemployment right now too. They're economically just not doing well.
M34 73751. If you want to post it on poll, you can go ahead and do that all you want. I can't stop you. But yeah, I agree. There is better things to protest over than gas prices, but still, it's something, right?
Yep, we get.
Anyone else got a take on this, MrDefault? Do you know anything about this?
I mean, the riots themselves are actually kind of funny because it's like the bourgeois elite is trying to force the workers to start paying more taxes, and they're just.
I hope this gets to the French Revolutionary, so we get the guillotine out and stuff like that.
We're gonna make the meat.
I mean,
is that what we're gonna do?
They're 3 weeks in. You gotta make something eventful happen here. We did have some, we had the 80-year-old die to the tear gas, like someone threw it through a window.
I still didn't know about that. Like, what the fuck?
Apparently, she was just like in her house or something, and it went through the window. I mean, not the worst way to go out, in my opinion, but.
I thought tear gas is racist, bro. Like when the ICE uses the tear gas on the borders, we're gassing Mexicans, but I guess the French government.
No, it's Hondurians.
I love how
Mexicans are like way different than Hondurians in terms of.
I mean, they're both
racial
DNA. They're both
still,
yeah.
Keep them all out,
They're both invading, bro.
We don't discriminate by rejecting them.
The ones that are racially similar are the ones invading. The Castellanos in Mexico are the elites. They could just come over here.
I just want to say, if you're gonna hate something, just do it equally. Hate them all equally, okay?
Yeah, like reject them all at the border.
There's room enough in my heart to hate, okay?
Mexico is getting the taste of their own medicine.
Yeah.
How weird is that?
I saw a funny article. It was like the Mexican elite are using white.
We're veering off a little too far from France, even though I would enjoy that. But still, let's reel it back. Yeah, so 80-year-old woman died from getting destroyed with tear gas pellets to the mouth, apparently.
We had that person get shot.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that. Somebody got shot in the fucking mouth?
I actually don't know anything about that, but Luca posted it. Yeah, it looks pretty bloody. I don't know if
I like that picture. It looks fucking rad. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah, that's the one I found. I was like, that
looks holy shit. That's a fucking album cover.
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, if you could get it in higher res, if I cared about France, I'd put it as my desktop. But I don't care about France. We can't see it.
I hope this doesn't have gore because Twitch. Oh, it definitely. Oh my god.
Okay, Tito.
Oh my gosh.
Tito.
Abort mission.
Oh my god.
Tito. He's gonna get taken down.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Jeez.
We only have like 6 viewers, and
that
I
was
don't think
great. Well, that's not going on YouTube. You might want to censor that one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to edit that out, pal.
put a huge little like happy dog. Happy dog. Put a huge happy dog.
No. Put Bill Smith.
He'll blur it. Put Bill Smith. The med picture though. Bill Smith.
Oh fuck, man. All right. So yeah, that was a big fuck up there. All right. So yeah, let's.
It just kept going.
Oh fuck.
Well, yeah, I guess it's bloody. I guess that's all I have to say.
He got shot. His fucking whole jaw is just gone. Damn.
Yeah. I wonder, like, if that was, like the protesters or something, or if that was the police. I know that there's been a lot of police and firefighters that have been sent to deal with the protests, and they end up joining them because they're also pissed about wages and a multitude of other things. So, I mean, this protests have multiple layers, and I think that that's good. It has potential to become a very big voting agenda, and it's easy to get a right-wing populist in now. I think if Le Pen, I don't want her to run again, but if she did run again, she could definitely win against
Well, I
Macron.
mean, would you rather have her or Macron?
Oh, her, definitely. I just don't, I think once you lose, it's usually not the best idea to try to go back and run again, but...
Yeah, that's true, I guess, but...
Le Pen, right wing, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh my gosh!
Tito,
Please.
stop. We don't need any more bruised and bloodied and...
Oh, jeez. God, somebody fire him quick.
Alright, so yeah, he got beaten.
Hey, don't worry, don't worry. If we put every,
Dude, this is why you should not source work to the third world.
look, as long as he puts Bill Smith over it, it's going to be fine.
It'll be great.
I'm kidding, Tito, I love you. Alright, so yes,
I think Slovenia is a third world country, isn't it?
I don't
Oh my gosh! Don't.
Let's talk about something that actually doesn't have violence for fucking once.
Do we have
Qian,
anything that doesn't have
do you know anything about China's social credit system, since you were native to China at some point, right?
Yeah, sure. Okay,
Sure.
so for the social credit system in China, it's not as different as you would see as Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook banning their customers. However, you would get publicly shamed. That would be the only difference in China and between China and America.
But I was hearing all sorts of things.
Like okay, so for example, they'll publicly shame you if you were jaywalking.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that where somebody was trying to cross the road because he didn't give a fuck, and then like a big camera zoomed in on his face, and he was on like a billboard. He's like, "You're jaywalking," or something.
But there's like one bright side about this. They could actually find any. They can actually find any NS. Okay.
Come on, you can do it.
NSFW.
Not
And,
safe for work.
and they would just perish it. Absolutely perish it.
Okay, I know that China has outlawed pornography in all forms, right?
And Islam.
What?
And Islam.
And Islam. Okay.
Yeah.
Based.
So, yeah, like I guess, yeah, that would be the easiest way for them to do that. But I was also hearing a lot more things where it's like, if you have a high credit score, social that is, you have preferred flight tickets, cheaper apartment prices, all sorts of things, good bonuses that the government kind of gives you and subsidizes to you. But there's a lot of easy ways to lower it, such as not going outside enough, or staying too much time on the internet, or talking to someone who has a low credits, or hanging out with someone who also has a low credit on their social. But there are also easy ways to get that up, such as being a narc. Like someone's doing drugs or something, you report that to the police find out, damn, you're an informant now, we'll take care of you. Is that true?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I've only been to Shenzhen for once in my lifetime.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, there goes Cobalt. I guess he died. The yellow fever got him. He looked at too many cute Asian girls. He just kind of
Based
fell
peril.
over. Fuck.
The based peril.
Base barrel. All right. Well, this all kind of sounds like pretty 1984, don't you think? Like the constant surveillance of it all and
Yeah.
just viewing. MrDefault, would you like to live in China?
Considering I'm not Chinese, I'm gonna go with no. I don't think the Chinese even want to live there.
But you could
but-
tower over all of them.
Yeah, nah. I'm happy here in America.
What do you like, 5'2"?
Nah, dude, 5'3".
Fuck, man. Yeah, he'll tower over them.
I'm 6 foot.
Oh, bullshit. Oh, wait, you're like Yao Ming. You don't count. You're not Chinese.
Oh my god.
What are you, like, part Mongolian or something, dude?
That's it. Hey, someone typed something. Food for thought. Is China likely to implement widespread genetic engineering in the future? And if so, give it a significant edge over other nations. I know didn't someone put something in the news article where they're genetically modifying like babies or something, right? I need to find that.
Yeah, they're doing like designer babies, trying to get like rid of genetic diseases.
Yeah, first Bogdanov twins or something. Oh, here, I found it. Let me go ahead and. God damn it! You're the one who put it in the thing, and you put they're engineering thick girls. You fucking madman. Oh fuck, man. So yeah, like yeah, they're genetically fucking tampering with their makeup, possibly in the womb. I don't really know how the Chinese would go about this. Probably ruthlessly, if I had to guess. But to answer your question, if they got it right, yeah, they would totally do that. China doesn't give a shit. If they can make the Ubermensch but Chinese, they would do it every fucking day of the week.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for like these to like come out to be like horribly wrong and like mutate some like weird like mutant race that just like starts murdering Chinese or something.
Hey, but if it can lift rice 3 times faster than the average man, it has work. Tell you that much. Well, MrDefault, do you have any topics you want to speak of?
We could talk about the invasion on the United States southern border if you want.
Oh yeah, that's always a good fun topic, with the caravan, as we're calling it. Yeah, I also like these Christmas songs. It's fucking great. It feels good. All right.
Very
Default, do you have a link to share of any recent happenings on Twitter or some shit?
Yes, I will pull them up. Give me a sec.
All right. Go ahead and throw that in. Tito will be ready to get in there. I'm gonna brush up on my Chinese real quick while we wait. Gonna learn how to say non-American. Please don't shoot. I don't know whose that guy is. The M34 73751 guy. All right. U.S. closes major crossing as caravan migrants mass at the border of Mexico. Didn't they want to deport them from their own place? Because I think they kind of fucked up Mexico City. Like they left trash and all sorts of shit, and the locals tried to like donate clothes or whatever to them, and they just left it on the fucking street.
Yeah, I remember something like that, and they were like saying that like the Mexican elites are using hateful right-wing rhetoric that they learned from white supremacists in the U.S.
How
to
does it always
discriminate.
lead back to white guys? Like it's like they're shuffling a deck of cards. Like damn white people and their Mexicans.
Spins wheel. Ah, this is what they're doing this time around.
The racist says.
I just love how they're complaining, like, oh no, rocks don't hurt people. People who throw rocks don't hurt people.
What?
Yeah, there were migrants who were like throwing rocks at border patrol officers, and the
You know, I can like
liberals-
knock a motherfucker's eye out, right?
Yeah, it's fucking retarded.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, people are actually complaining over the extreme action of the border patrol.
So if someone wants to pretend I'm a witch in biblical times, I'm probably going to shoot them. Just straight up.
I think we need the right type of music to mow these faggots down.
Hey, you can't say that. We're on Twitch.
Bad optics, bro.
You got to go in with the optics. You can't say screw the optics.
I love the optics. I'm going in.
It's my first time reading Siege. Don't make fun of me. Fuck. But yeah, this big crisis of all
When's
these
the wall gonna be
authorities.
done?
or whatever that are coming in. I really don't like it. I don't expect them to get inside, or a lot of them, I guess. But I would rather like an actual heavy presence of a show of military force of like, dude, if you fucking try, you know what I mean? Like, we're not even going to arrest you. Like, there's an army of you fuckers out here. This is an invasion. We're not letting you in.
There's actually
How could we?
There's
I
actually
mean-
20,000 migrants coming in.
Fuck.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, the military can't actually assist in like a law enforcement capacity. Like, they're only there to support ICE.
That's bullshit.
Well, you know, you can give the most. I'm not saying throw feds at the border, but. Oh hey, a video. U.S. officers fire tear gas at my. Oh no! Get the fuck away from my border. Oh, and we're doing it non-lethally. Oh. And they're also using like a fucking really obese mother and her 2 children apparently.
Why are Latinos so obese?
I don't know. Why is she wearing a Frozen shirt?
Dude, she hearts Disney, bro. We're gonna let her live in Disneyland when she crosses the border.
Yeah, she's gonna go there first.
Yeah, dude, with her fat paycheck from the welfare office.
But yeah, like I've heard a lot of like Mexican gangs like hustling, or more or less telling them get the fuck out of my country, of the caravan, as it were, because you know they're trying to get to. She can't let things go. I like that. All right, yeah. No, they're trying to like get them the fuck out of the country because you know the caravan is not in Mexico legally either. They are all trespassing as well, all 20,000 of them. So
Yes.
you know, and as I said earlier, they're leaving trash, they're committing crime, they're not really even using any sort of well-being charity type thing.
You can tell this is an invasion because
They want to just come to America. Like they have many offers already to just stay in Mexico from.
Yes, exactly. That's actually a UN protocol, is for refugees to stay in their nearest country. United States ain't their nearest country.
Yeah, Mexico, it's pretty bad, but it's better than fucking Honduras, I guess.
You
But
could say that. The Castizo
I mean,
master race.
shut up. What's your take on this, MrDefault?
I mean, honestly, they should stay in their own countries. Like, it's where they belong. It's where they're from. Don't need to be massively importing millions of people from third world nations into the U.S.
I think that we shouldn't import that amount of people from anywhere, even if they're all extremely talented. That's still too much at once. Like, way too much for any nation to take. Like it's impossible. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. It's like they have their own homelands, they have their own culture, they have their own religions, language, belief systems. We
As I
can't
said,
like
I think
we
it
can't
was-
like
Was
bring
it an episode or 2 episodes ago? I don't remember. But I said that it's a lot easier to just assimilate when you're the minority. You are the one coming in. You're alone, and you have to immerse yourself in the culture wherever the hell you are. It's a lot easier to just fucking ignore all that. If you have 5,000 people who do how you do, talk like how you do, and you know just have the exact same culture, so you would never need to assimilate because you already have your own community. You would have no reason to. You'd have no motivation. You know?
yeah,
You
no,
won't become an American just like that.
no, exactly. You even see this with like the Chinese immigrants on the West Coast. Like once they come over, few of them, you know, they integrate pretty well. But as soon as you hit like a certain amount of percentage, then like the entire town flips into Chinatown, and everything's in Chinese. No one knows
Yeah.
English. Go right back to living how they did back in China, or India, or any other of these third world nations that they
I
came
know
from.
that Canada actually has a lot of problems with. Not, I wouldn't say problems because they're Chinese. Well,
Well,
I'll
I mean,
take that back too because a lot of buildings are owned by Chinese.
yeah, like
billionaires.
Vancouver. Like if
Yeah.
you like look it up, housing prices aren't even affordable because like Chinese billionaires just came through and like bought up the entire town.
And then are doing fuck all with it. I don't know what the hell they're doing with it. Oh, well.
Here's a relatable thing among the Spanish population. Half of second gen Hispanics aren't bilingual.
Really?
Yes. So you can correctly assume that half of all the second generation Hispanics can't even speak English.
That's actually kind of sad because you were born in that country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm talking about. Like if all these Honduran people come in here, they wouldn't have a reason to learn. Like if like 5 million Americans or whatever the fuck just moved into Germany, do you think they're gonna give a fuck to learn German? No, they're gonna take over.
I mean,
a
they
town
might.
and just live there. Well, some of them maybe, but most of them are gonna go, fuck it, I want a burger. This is not really hard to figure out. Oh well. I don't want it to come. I don't want it to come over. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you're all up for open borders, but I'm not.
No, I'm not.
No.
Open
No.
borders, big.
I don't want to waste my bullets.
Hey Trump, when's the wall again?
I don't know. Where's all the loan to Israel? Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's Twitch. Oh, no. I shouldn't say that.
He done named it. Oh well, we're fine. All right. So yeah, what were the other talking points that we wanted to speak about? Let me find it. The
Bump stock ban.
Yes, the bump stock ban. That's what I was trying to say. Trump's little bump stock ban. I don't know much about it, to be honest, other than he banned a bump stock, which probably shouldn't have happened because why? It's an accessory.
It's 4D chess.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't it be?
clearly. Do you have your Trump hat on? I do. I have
Hashtag
my
resist.
MAGA shirt. All right, let's actually read this thing. Trump administration, bump stock. No, Trump administration is set to ban bump stock devices on guns. Bump stock allows semi-automatic rifles to fire faster. How? How? A formal ban on these devices will be rolled out in the next coming days, Trump administration officials said on Wednesday evening. Okay, then. How does the attachment to a semi-automatic rifle of a bump stock, how does that magically increase the fire rate of a trigger pull? It fires as fast as you could fucking pull it. How does that work? How? I don't get it. This is activating my almonds.
4D chess again?
This is
don't
clearly
know.
4D chess.
Maybe if he gives the liberals bump stocks, he'll give us a wall.
Okay. So apparently a thing that they said is in a mass shooting, the deadliest in modern history, and there's a link. I'm not gonna put it. A gunman using a weapon outfitted with a bump stock device killed 58 people. The gunman fired about 80 rounds in 10 seconds. Okay?
Wow.
That's not even
Wow.
hard to do. What?
Wait. What was the shooting the article was referencing about?
Let me click it. Fucking, I didn't want to, but I will.
Oh,
Las Vegas. It was the Las Vegas.
oh okay.
The one where everybody knows it was a weapons deal. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, he killed 58 people. with a weapon that fired 90 rounds in 10 seconds. Which again, if you're good at reloading, not difficult. Not difficult at all.
Without even bump stock.
No, without anything. Like, dude, a bump stock is just a fucking stock. I guess it's just more comfy, but it's not gonna let you pull the trigger faster. How does that work? I don't understand how anyone... That's like saying that I can't have an eraser because it's making me write faster. What the fuck? I mean, I get it. A lot of people don't know how to fucking use a gun, but still.
I don't know why.
Qian, what is your take
I
on
don't.
it?
I think they would be worried about recoil,
Okay.
but that wouldn't make any sense.
I'm actually kind of surprised that the NRA cooked on this one.
Oh, that yes.
Probably a little more prevalent than how bump stocks work.
I always come back to that one pie analogy where, like, it's like, oh, can I have half of your pie? Or like, can I have your whole pie? No, but you can have half of it. Okay. And then another person comes along and says, oh, can I have that pie? No, you can have half of it, though. Okay, sure. Takes half the pie again. Then eventually the guy has, like, no pie left almost. And then someone's like, hey, can I have the rest of your pie? He's like, no, it's my pie, fuck off. Well, you can't come to a fucking compromise? You know what I mean? It's like that.
I mean, compromising with the left is just simply giving them what they want. They don't actually ever give anything back in return.
Made by Hoppe King.
Fuck.
No, it's true. Hoppe specifically said that democracies would always end up to socialism because the masses would just want everything. They would just take what they want.
What was the word for it? It was like,
That is a based book.
I forgot what I was talking about. Goddamn. Shit. Oh well. Oh wait, the tyranny from the majority, where
Tyranny of the masses.
yeah, that, where it's very easy to persuade an idiot, right? But their vote is still worth as much as yours. So
I wouldn't say the masses are a bunch of idiots, but the masses are pretty emotional
have you
rather than
seen
just
California?
logical.
I mean, when you have emotional and a hostile elite, then it's not a very good combo.
Yeah.
If you had like actual nationalists, like there's Trump times 1,000 across the entire country, then maybe it'd be worth it.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's up?
I fucking slept in, so I missed this.
Oh, who joined us?
Essig.
Oh, Essig. Goddamn, you're fucking late.
Yeah, I was sleeping.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Tired.
Fuck, man.
So what are we talking about?
We were talking about the bump stock ban and how it's retarded. So, like, I don't approve of it, and I'm sure a lot of people also.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care for it much. I don't really see why it's necessary, but
Well, Essig, while you're here, do you want to put in one of your famous cooking thing, or why not?
yeah. Why don't I pull something?
Yeah. If you guys don't know, Essig is apparently very good at cooking. He's the only person who actually posts inside of cooking on the Discord.
British person.
He should have been born a woman. Just saying. That feel when no Essig wife.
Yeah. I got a drink recipe this time around.
All right, let's pull it up then. Fuck it. This we'll actually have a lighthearted thing. Why not? For 5 minutes to take a quick break from all the
From
things.
politics.
From all of this awful things. George Orwell is having so many RPMs in his grave. We might be able to use him as the cure for the electrical problem of the world. Just strap like a car battery up to him and just fucking watch him go.
We got a recipe for Irish coffee here.
That sounds wonderful.
Continue.
All right, let's have a. It's from our good friends at Food Network.
Food Network.
Yep. It's pretty easy to make, so you shouldn't really have too many problems. You're gonna want a cup of freshly brewed hot coffee. You can make alterations to this dish by, of course, having it cold. You do cold brew. That's your thing. And you need a tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 jigger Irish whiskey.
Well, careful with those words.
1.5 ounces or 3 tablespoons, and some heavy cream. I almost said queen.
Queen?
Yeah,
Heavy queen.
Heavy queen.
Make sure to get plenty of queen. Plenty.
You're going to want to fill a footed mug or a mug with hot water to preheat it. Then empty it. Obviously, get rid of all that water after you do that. Pour some piping hot coffee into a warmed glass until it's about 3/4 full. Add the brown sugar and stir until completely dissolved. Then you want to blend in the Irish whiskey. The Irish whiskey is the most important part of Irish coffee, or else it's just fucking coffee. Top of the collar of whipped heavy cream by pouring it gently over back of a spoon. You're gonna serve it hot.
Did you say over a spook?
Spoon.
Okay, just making sure. You're saying a lot of things weird today. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm catching a cold. I don't know.
Okay. All right, was that it?
Yep, that was it. That's how you make Irish coffee.
There you go. Make sure to use the finest creamy jiggers for your Irish coffee. That was great. Maybe you can transform it into eggnog somehow. You'll find a way. You're an alcoholic, I'm sure. Anyway. Let's, what else? No one cares if Essig is eating cock. Good job, Tito. Essig, did you actually come in here with a topic to speak of, or did you just come in here to rear your cooking skill?
Well, honestly, I came in here after I looked at Ryan because I was like, oh fuck, I missed it.
So no.
Yeah, but I could probably come up with a topic real quick.
Okay, well, in the meantime, we're gonna bullshit around. Everyone, do me a favor. Go ahead and take your hands together and interlace them. Move your left thumb over your right thumb, and just keep doing that over and over. Now you're twiddling your thumbs. That's what all we're gonna be doing. Okay.
Bill Smith is not white.
Yes, that's another thing. RWU official, the only podcast that reminds you that Mediterraneans are not white. Just get that right.
Why don't we talk about farms and
Farms?
the recent trouble that farmers are coming into, or more specifically, we could talk about the South African white farmers.
Oh, that's old news though, but sure.
Yeah, but it's in a sense it's still kind of current because it still goes on. It's just not really reported about much anymore.
Okay. Well, go ahead, take it.
Well, I mean, in South Africa, where there's a noticeable amount of white people that have taken up in agriculture and stuff like that.
Do you have a link that Tito can throw up real fast, please?
No.
Or if Tito can find one himself. He is a resourceful man.
How many guys do you have watching the stream tonight?
We have about 7. I don't know how many of this is actually us, though. It fluctuated. It was at 10 or 11 at most.
So there's
I'm fucking loving this Christmas music, man.
there's a lot going on in South Africa. You know, the quick rundown on it is that white farmers that are living in South Africa, they have their little farms. They've been getting hated on recently by people in South African politics, just general people in South Africa, and there's been about 58 to 74 murders on farms annually in the period of 2015-2017.
That's a lot.
Yep, the South African government got that data. That's their data. It's been talked about to be possibly white genocide.
Now, this article is from 2014, and it actually has 0 comments on here. That kind of surprises me.
As of recently, Russia has
taken in those refugees.
Yeah,
Really?
they've opened it up. They're letting those white farmers come to them, so they get all the benefits.
You know, that's actually something I totally forgot to talk about. Let's talk about the beginnings of World War III with Russia and what was it?
Between Russia and Ukraine. Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, that civil war that's going on.
No, let's speak about that. Who knows the most of that? Raise your hand quick. As if I could see. Okay, now put it down and actually talk. You guys fucking suck. No one knows. Shit. Oh god.
I mean, I have a positive view on Russia.
Alright, let's hear it, Chinese man.
Alright, so here's the thing. Ukrainians are pretty much sub
Human?
pretty much subscribed.
I knew where this was going.
Chinese nationalism strikes again.
What? I gotta love my Russians.
Russia is your greatest ally.
Russia
Russia
Chinese
is,
probably.
yeah, Russia is basically like their version of Israel.
Fuck. Well, actually, Russia gives back though. I think so. Something. All right. So
here we go. NATO's dilemma in the Black Sea.
2 hours ago.
Oh shit! It's recent.
Yeah. All right. Does crisis beckon in the Black Sea? Could Russia and NATO even come to blows? That, at least for now, is probably unlikely. But the recent seizure of 2 Ukrainian gunboats and in tug, god damn it, I'm fucking tired reading. I can't speak right now. Shit. All right. And a tug in the approaches in the Kerch Strait by vessels of Russian border guard has inevitably brought security into the Black Sea under the forefront of NATO's agenda at their meeting of Brussels on Tuesday. The Black Sea has long been of strategic significance. It was, after all, the theater of major conflict between the Western powers of France, Great Britain, and Imperial Russia in the mid-18th century during the Cold War, and it was also the Soviet Union shortest route to Iran and the Middle East, Turkey, and NATO's ally, or whatever the fuck. So yeah, a lot of things concerning the Black Sea, because it's right in between Russia, Ukraine, and Turkey, and all sorts of great things. Bulgaria is also there, and Romania too, but no one cares about them.
It's the battle stage.
It is.
Who else would be involved in the war?
Well, pretty much everybody on that fucking image. Look at that. Georgia will be on there.
Definitely all the all the other superpowers as well. They definitely get their
Crimea
hands in there
as well, because they're also there. They're right there on the Kerch Strait into the Black Sea, that leads it to the Sea of Azov.
Yeah, I know definitely America and Britain and France would probably get their asses into that. They're in just about everything anymore, involving the Russians at the very least.
I mean, are we sure this just won't happen like the same thing that happened with Crimea? We just kind of sit around, don't do anything, let the Russians take it over?
That's probably going to happen because, well, you know, the fucking United Nations hasn't done jack shit in like.
Well, the United Nations hasn't really been doing much anyway. They have had a busy this last month. I don't know if you heard, but that one woman, what was her name? Asia something. Who was a prisoner in Iran or Saudi Arabia. I don't remember which. I think it was Saudi Arabia, where she's a Christian now. She moved like out of that, and she was going to be put to death, and she was on death row for 8 years, I think, before they finally acquitted her, and you know she's not guilty or something, or yeah. So now they're trying to find a place of asylum for her and her lawyer, and all the judges actually, because they all want to be put to the sword apparently from the locals. But one of the first places that rejected her was the UK, and the reasonings for that was they wouldn't want to incite anything. It's almost like the UK is almost saying something about a certain member of their population, huh?
Interesting.
Let me find that, because I don't want to be talking out of my...
You gotta name that. Gotta name them.
Saudi Arabia. A journalist. I forgot about him too. Fuck. You guys heard about him?
No.
Kalashkov or something?
Oh, that
Saudi
guy.
Arabia. Yeah, Jamal Kalashkov, who fell out of the Saudi royal family's favor a while ago, moved to the U.S., became very highly critical of the Saudi family, came back to officially divorce his wife this like last month, I think, or was it a couple days ago? I don't
They
remember.
died.
Yeah, he went into the embassy inside the UK, of the fucking place. Didn't come back out, and suddenly also all of the agents didn't know what happened. He has been allegedly chopped up with a bone saw and thrown somewhere. We don't know
shit.
Oh,
where. And all of the tapes in the building just up and walked away. No one knows where it went.
Well, I think I
It's
can
fucking
explain why
gone.
the guards don't know anything. Yeah, they were slapped so hard across the face with a big wad of cash that they just fell and they got a little bit of amnesia.
So yeah, he's just fucking gone. No one knows. We know, but no one really knows. And the Saudi government has said something like, "Oh well, we're gonna try really fucking hard to try to find him. He could be anywhere though.
Whatever.
We're gonna do a thorough internal investigation, make sure that anybody knows and stuff." And what's worse is they had this like his son had to like shake their hand for some reason in some sort of photo, and you can just see the hate in his eyes.
It's because he knows. He knows.
Yeah, of course he fucking knows.
Everybody knows. Nobody's gonna do anything.
Yeah.
That's even more reason for him to be hateful. I'd be.
That dude is fucking dead.
If my
it's not like,
if my
it's not like
father
the Saudis
was
haven't had a history of killing their journalists anyway, but still.
my father was like chopped up and murdered by a government, I would do everything in my power to bring them down. In any way, shape, or form. That's fucking awful.
Fuck, man. You just imagine being anybody in this situation, even remotely related to this.
I'd be
Like,
scared
just
shitless.
The fucking yeah.
Because they're probably sitting there thinking, "Am I next?" Because I know.
Yeah, like everybody is not off the table, I guess. But yeah, like the dude pretty much blew all of the Saudis' asses out on a lot of inhumane things that they have done, criticisms of laws that only benefit them, or whatever. So, of course, they wanted him killed, and the minute that he came back to get a single paper, he was just caught. You know what I mean?
Honestly, that was his mistake. He definitely should have done that.
Because he wanted to marry his fiancee for reals, but he needed to marry. He needed to divorce his wife or get some papers or some gay shit.
Yeah, it was.
But I would have just been like, man, fuck it. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
Love makes you do stupid things, I guess.
It's a sad thing.
Fuck, man.
It's always sad when life is unnecessarily.
Especially someone who clearly did not need to die like that. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, the guy was just trying to speak the truth and being honest with the
Oh, he did succeed at speaking it, but damn, did it get him?
He bit the bullet on this one.
Well, can I get an F in the chat for the Saudi guy? Just one of them. Okay.
S in the chat to spit on
Lowercase F. Wonderful. S? No, why?
S to spit on the Saudi government.
Oh, okay. That's different then. Either that or the IFL Chaos guy is also a fucking Saudi prince. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go to Saudi Arabia, get a fucking invite, and be like, oh, okay, and then I'm gonna get killed. No one's gonna know.
You land in the airport or something, you walk out, they're like,
all of the entire 24-hour day of the airport security cameras just walk out of the building also. Sprout legs, just decide to go for a walk.
Hey, dude, it's their lunch break, man.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, man. Yeah. So, yeah, poor guy. What other exciting things happened this week? I know there's a few more things. I'm gonna find it. Maybe you guys can solve the time.
All those French riots that are going on.
We kind of already spoke about it, but not too much in depth. Do you know more about it, Essig?
No, I just know that they're all pissy over like gas prices and shit, which is the least of their problems.
And that how many people died again?
I'm not aware. I'm sure
what is
like
what is that?
The G20 summit, like the conference between like a bunch of different.
Oh, I don't know about the G20 summit.
Oh yeah, it's the G20 summit was held in Buenos Aires, and it was November 30th all the way to December 1st.
Apparently, Donald Trump can understand Spanish rather than his English translator.
Oh.
Oh my.
How the fuck?
Donald Trump didn't sign on the G20 statement of climate change. So that's an interesting
Didn't
thing.
he also want to pull U.S. out of the UK's Humane Society, which is a good thing, I would say. Not the UK, the UN. I mean, sorry, because the UN has been doing very questionable things recently.
Well, honestly, I'd support it. I think the UN is a fucking waste of
The fucking trash
everybody.
fire, yeah.
Yeah, they're a waste of everybody's time. They don't actually do anything. All those summits that they hold about climate change and stuff like that, like how to deal with it. They're not actually coming up with ideas to solve anything. They're just sitting there having fun. The statistics are actually they're being fucked with, honestly, from my
What I
understanding.
heard is that they're just making work for themselves to look like
Yeah, exactly.
they are doing
They're
shit.
trying to look like they're doing something.
Yeah.
They just fuck around. It's basically like all the countries that are affiliated with it. Basically, their boys' club where they hang out. You know, shoot some pool, listen to the jukebox, whatever.
Jukebox. Cobalt, what the hell are you typing in the chat?
You know CRTV, like Steven Crowder and. Those
Oh, don't
people?
get me
No.
started on that.
I don't
Yeah,
see
they
that.
no, it's actually good because they merged with the Blaze.
Also,
the frickin'
welcome back, you
Blaze.
asshole.
They merged with the Blaze though, and like everyone hates Glenn Beck, from normies to the dissident right. Everyone hates
Who
Glenn
the fuck
Beck.
is Glenn Beck?
You don't know who Glenn Beck is?
No,
Yeah, I
'cause
don't know who
care
that
about
is
most
either.
people.
He's like some guy that used to be relevant in stuff
Used
or
to
whatever.
be.
He's-
Whoa, you don't know
Well-
who he is?
Wow.
Fucking retard.
I mean, everyone knows
Oh
who
my
Glenn
gosh.
Beck is, really.
I don't.
All right, here I'll look.
How do you not know?
He's CEO
How,
of the
how the fuck
Blaze.
do I have to explain that?
He's been popular for a long time. He just kind of died after like the 2016 election,
So
which
he's
wasn't
dead?
that long
Well, I
ago.
don't care.
He's irrelevant. His media platform's dying, and so that means CRTV's now gonna die because of him.
All right.
But
Glenn Lee Beck is an American conservative political commentator. That's a cool radio host and television producer. He owns. He's the
The
founder
typical
and owner.
normie conservative radio.
yes, but this means this is good because everyone hates him, and so CRTV is gonna die now along with the Blaze.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know
Hopefully,
who
at
I'm
least.
on either.
Rush Limbaugh is trending.
Yeah, he's like one of those, back when talk radio was still like a thing.
He's like 67 years old.
Would you say that podcasts are now talk radio?
There's quite a bit of a difference. Podcasts are a little more of a new age thing, I'd say.
Yeah, we're more memey. Hit the dab like Wiz Khalifa, huh?
Oh, dude, holy shit, we should do pirate radio.
How? We're on the internet.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just buy a radio station and all.
Niggas got the stiffy, huh?
You guys want to talk about iRexit?
Why
No.
not?
Basically Brexit. for
Potatoes aren't
Irish
white.
people.
Wait, if Cole's not here, then no. He's the guy that like.
Oh, we should get.
Why are we on 4chan?
Ooh, 4chan, #1 news source.
Hey, let's talk about poll and how it's a shithole.
It is a
No.
shithole, and they already know it.
To any poll fags listening, fuck you.
Aren't we like trying to like increase our presence on poll now or something?
Why the hell would we want to do that?
Yeah,
I don't
Why would we want to do that? That would
No,
be ultimate
no.
cancer.
The last time I ever had fun on poll was when it was April Fools, and they merged the boards. Like it was Fitlit, and cooking and comics was one thing, and its like thing was cock, and ML poll was the best thing ever.
dude. The cooking board is kind of like a more tame version of poll.
I
Not because
believe
they're like race realists or anything.
They get
Because-
really mad at food.
Dude, they picked like,
Essig's obsessed with food.
that fucking board makes me like irritated sometimes, the cooking board, because there's always at least one thread per page of some European motherfucker going, hey, why do Americans do this? This is so strange. And it'll be like something like dipping your fries in a fucking
Dude,
frosty.
I'll be honest with you, Essig, I only go on to cooking just for dino attendees. That's all I'm looking for.
Oh shit, dude, dino attendees.
I fucking love dino attendees. If you guys don't know who the fuck dino attendees is, Google him right now. He's a guy. And he cooks in what could be described as a crack hole shithole.
I searched Dino Teddies by accident. Dino Tendies.
Dino attendees is cool.
See,
Dino
some
attendees is
guy-
back with another master class.
Fried dogs, and the thumbnail is a possum.
It fucks me up that he still has that Wendy's thing in the goddamn picture frame.
You think there's a Dino attendees Reddit page?
I believe you. I would believe that.
I'm looking at Reddit right now on the 4chan.
Another
Reddit.
thing, I've never been on Reddit ever in my life.
Like, it's not actually as bad as people make it out to be, if you choose the right,
Still, I just don't give a shit.
I'm not on like the brain cell subreddit or anything like that. That's fucking.
Oh, we lost default.
Oh no, default back.
There's like 30 Dino attendees threads
Oh
on,
shit,
on
we
the Reddit.
ran out of music. Let me add some.
Great work.
Oh, he has his YouTube channel. He just posted a video 5 days ago called "Cooking with Possum."
We're gonna have to find that later.
It's
Not
32
on the
minutes.
podcast, maybe, but no, we're not doing that.
It is funny.
All right, so yeah. Anything else? Last minute things we want to speak of?
Bill Smith is not white.
Oh boy.
Yes, we know.
Yes, a classic meme.
Hogan's black.
Oh, and is black. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So
and
anything
And
else?
furry
that
butts
isn't
make me
meme?
go, hey.
Shut up. Fuck, man.
You're pulling all the stops, man. You're saying all the memes at once.
It's like you can't do that. You gotta ease into them.
Finesse.
You know what I mean? Oh well. Well, I guess we're just gonna go ahead and wrap this up then.
Hail Bill Smith.
Yeah. So Essig, Qian, anything you guys want to plug in? Maybe you have a YouTube channel, a Twitter that you would actually like people to view.
Oh,
Yes, I do.
follow Gordon Ramsay on Twitter and be sure to tweet out. Furry butts make me go, hey,
Stop.
directly to him. Let's make this a movement.
Well, if you actually have a link to that, I'm sure Tito would be very happy to put that somewhere in here.
Yeah, link to
But-
Gordon Ramsay's Twitter. I really don't think he's like.
You people are great, and you should all get involved in the riot. What the fuck is the riot?
The right.
I don't know what. No, he said the riot. Look at the people watching on YouTube. You can't see the Twitch stream chat, but somebody typed that in. I don't know what that means.
You right? What the fuck?
It's an apps in the Discord. Okay. We can check it out later though. Oh, thought is a banned word on Twitch. That's bullshit, man.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Hey guys, remember, hell is hot. Save a thought. But yeah, just well, that's fucking dumb. What
That's
other
Gordon
things are
Ramsay's
banned
Twitter.
on Twitch? I don't know.
I'm sure lots of stuff.
Is this from the audit thing? Oh fuck, let's talk about that before we go. Fuck that.
Yeah, let's talk about
The thought audit. If you guys don't know, you should. Who wants to take over for that?
The thing is, they don't even know how to use the correct forms, and they're just claiming that they're paying taxes.
All right, so the thought audit. What is the thought audit, you might be asking? Well, it's a big movement that started recently. You can probably find a video from Sargoya Kakad. And basically, women on social media, the internet, etc.
Like
on
Snapchat, Instagram, whatever.
Yeah, Snapchat more specifically. They introduced this thing called Premium Snapchat recently.
Not a feature. They just made it up.
Yeah, they made it up. And basically, you spend money to, get, for the most part, get nude pictures from women or
Nude
videos or
women.
whatever. And they haven't been reporting it to the IRS. They haven't been reporting this job of theirs, quote unquote.
Sex work.
Yeah,
Oh,
their
music dad.
sex work to the IRS. So people have been getting up in arms and reporting them to the IRS and getting them in trouble. And I believe you get paid by the IRS to do it.
Yes, there is a whistles blower incentive. You get 30% of whatever the hell the IRS takes from the audits, and it gets into your pocket. Of course, it's taxable income. They'll get a percentage of that anyway back. But
Right-wing tech
that's
squads.
fucking free money.
Yeah,
And it's,
right there. All
yeah.
just to sell out some random bitch.
some random thought.
Right-wing
So-
tech squads.
Yeah, seriously. It's really that easy. You just report it to the IRS and.
All right,
you
so can we
make
talk
buku
about for a
bucks.
minute? Like, just imagine you're a parent. Your 16-year-old son just got a letter in the mail from the IRS. It is addressed to him. You open that because you're like, what the fuck? It's a fucking check for like 30K. What do you do? Like, what kind of explanation are you going to expect from your little boy?
Well, if he gives me the explanation that I think he would give, where he tells me that he sold out some random sex worker, I'd give him a pat on the back and buy him a milkshake. Buy him some Dairy Queen or something.
You wouldn't need to buy him shit. He has his own damn money.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Think
you're
of it as
paying
a
rent, son.
celebration. Yeah.
That's a celebration. You're paying rent.
Wow, that's free money.
Great.
But I would never use that word again. Free.
Free?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. But still, it is morally upstanding because they are dodging taxes, and
people are getting pissed on Twitter about
making money for pretty much no damn thing.
Like all the guys that all those white knights are getting real upset that people are doing it to this.
What was that Reddit post that someone linked me? It was like oh fuck. It was like he was blaming them, like alt-right, the evil alt-right for putting him behind in his rents.
Yeah, some fucker got mad at everybody, like everybody that's in the quote-unquote alt-right, because they reported him or something, and he was like $300 like off when it came to his rent.
That's because like his payment bounced or whatever when he was trying to pay some e-girl.
Yeah.
But it's like, even without that happening, you would still be behind. What the fuck are you?
And not even necessarily.
Okay, I found it. I fucking found it. Okay, hang on. Essig, I'm gonna put it in here. Go ahead and just put that in there.
All right.
Read it off.
Here,
So I've been talking to this sweet gal, buying her nudes for around 6 months. 6 months! Thursday, I decided to finally invest in a lifetime subscription to her premium Snapchat. Then the thought audit happened, and now she has deleted all her social media and I can't message her. Now I am not only down $500 with rent coming up, but on the 1st, I have also lost a good friend. Fuck you, alt-right. Just
fuck you.
Fuck you.
Now,
oh my god.
If he took a step back and thought about it for a moment,
Okay, let's see. He's wearing glasses. He's balding.
Yeah.
He's balding.
I wear glasses. Fuck you.
He's opening his mouth.
Let's get a zoom in.
I am opening my mouth to speak. Fuck you.
On that face.
That's 2 already. Come on. Fuck you, all right. I'm with this guy now. I'm with this man is me.
I don't see his chin.
Oh, I have a chin. Damn it.
Well, let's think about it like this. What kind of person defends a thought? A soy boy white man. And they always have their jaw open.
Why would you have that picture even? That's not even flattering in any sense. Like, goddamn, what the fuck?
Well,
what would possess you to be like, yes, this is a great photo?
I'd venture to say that it's because they, like, people nowadays think that doing faces like that is cute. Hashtag funny.
I know it's the pixels, but it looks like he has like. You ever play Splatoon? The little.
Don't get me started on that. No,
the little fucking the kid squid thing with their teeth. That's what that's reminding me of right now.
You know what? I'm kind of.
Is he a kid or a squid?
I'm kind of looking at his head right now. It looks like a fucking oval.
He looks like he's gonna shout "woo me" at me and then run away.
Like I don't really like mocking people for their appearance, but his head literally looks like an oval.
That is just absolutely pathetic.
Look at the top of his head, unironically, black man laughing MP3. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's very oval shaped. I don't know. Honestly, they say that the bigger your head, the dumber you are. So.
Yeah, this guy's a big brain nibbo. What are you talking about? Look at him.
200 IQ from spending $500 on an ETH.
He's behind on rent. So this is what I was talking about. Even if that didn't happen, he would still be behind on rent.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been wasting almost half a year of his life on an.
Yeah, 6 months, and he was gonna get a lifetime subscription.
He did get a lifetime subscription.
Oh my fucking god!
And then then the thought audit hit her, and she deleted all of her social media and stuff. So we basically spent however much
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
however much a lifetime subscription costs. He spent that, and now it's worthless.
I'm really hoping whoever was the man to report this lady gets a stupid amount of money.
You
I
probably
mean, a
will.
dumb. You know what I mean? Like fat ass bill.
You probably will. I mean, just think about it. Think about some of that money that he
Okay,
gets. Is
so
from
we also
this
have
guy.
to think how many people are like this man?
Plenty.
I'm guessing
Don't go to
at least
Starbucks.
50. I mean per woman.
Per woman?
Or sex worker.
I'm
guessing at least 50, minimum 50.
Yeah, 50 per woman.
Minimum. Possibly more. We don't know. I'm not the IRS.
Yeah, they'd probably know more than.
God, I can't stop staring at this. Like, it's just the epitome of like failure.
Yeah, dude, his face is like, it's kind of drawing me in.
Qian, what
wondering
would you
kind of
do if
creature-
you saw this man in the streets?
I
would punch him, but that would violate his NAP.
would probably like try and back away slowly, like he's a bear or something.
He's a bear.
Just imagine you're. I think I said this in episode 2.
He's probably made of twigs.
When we were talking about that black woman, or maybe that was episode 1. The black woman that was sexually harassing you.
Borderline, yeah.
Yeah. Just imagine if you were like, it was dark out at night. You're getting to your car.
Wait, so you're gonna do that to him?
Well, I'm gonna sexually
You're
harass
gonna be in
him.
the back seat. Yeah. You're just gonna turn the table on him real hard, huh?
Yeah. Word of advice, everybody: sexually harass your sexual harasser, so they won't be able to do it to you first. That's how it's done. No, but you're going to your car.
To your crack.
You get you're going into your pockets.
I walk into my crack station. Yes.
Yeah, you walk into your crack station or your car, whichever you prefer, and then you just look down the road, and it's one lamppost light. It's flickering, and he's just standing there with that face that he's making in that Twitter profile picture.
Is he wearing a fedora this time though? Because I know he means business.
Yeah,
I see that concealed. I can see that concealed with katana.
Yeah,
He's got a deadly weapon.
the hat is also a weapon, because it's got the blades on the little.
Well, it's got the blades on the back.
Yeah, he can throw it like a.
He's gonna flick his hat at me, and I'm gonna fucking get cut up.
Yeah, he's he just says one thing. He's like, "Fuck you, all right," and then he just starts running. You know that scene from.
No, he does like a fucking stinger from Devil May Cry, and I like get annihilated into like a million pieces, and then he sheathes his blade and goes, "Nothing personnel," and just walks away.
Star Wars Episode 3, when they fight Emperor Palpatine, and he does that weird ass scream.
Oh, I know where he does like a fucking 720 from a sitting position.
Yeah,
to
that's
go
what.
fight like 5 Master Jedi.
That's the scream that you hear as he runs towards you.
Oh god, that would terrify me. I'd run the fuck away.
Yeah, dude. I couldn't open my car fast enough.
Oh shit, dude. Well, hang on. He's kind of fat though, so would he even stick the landing? This looks like double cheeks. It looks like a double chin.
Wait. You said he would have blades under his fedora.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I think that would remind me of a JoJo character. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
What's his
Oh no,
face?
so I have a fat JoJo character at me?
Yeah, dude. Fat
damn.
Speedwagon.
Fuck, I don't know. Speedwagon's cool though. He'd probably go best.
Yeah.
And then fucking walk
Yep.
away.
He had a fucking hat that had like blades on it, and he threw it at people.
Fuck.
Speedwagon's an asshole.
Speedwagon's
cool,
cool
though.
as shit, dude. What are you talking
Oh yeah,
about?
He's cool.
He's cool. He's just an asshole. But he's like a morally good asshole.
Can you repeat that to yourself, but slowly?
I don't want to.
Okay, well, I think we're done here. Good night, everyone. I was Hindsight.
Bill
That's,
Smith is not white.
and-
Furry butts make go A
Shut the fuck
A.
up. That was Essig as well.
Yeah,
Good night, everybody.
Hohen's black.
I'm
Oh,
Essig.
that was black.
Thanks for tuning in. Sorry I was late because I'm a fucking tired boy.
I'm Qian. I'm your base Pearl, Yellow Peril, and I will
Yep,
colonize
he's-
Africa.
He's the
and,
reason for yellow
destroy.
fever. If you see a hot yellow chick, that's why. It's actually him, and you're gay. Good night.
All right.
everybody.
Good night. All right.
It's a terrible episode. I fucking